Hey there friends, I'm Andrew from the Scrapbox and I take video games and turn them into Lego projects. Sometimes they're great, and sometimes they're... oh boy. A lot of you guys wanted more Pokemon, but the calendar demands scary things. So, in the spirit of the season, we're putting the monsters back into Pocket Monsters with 10 of the scariest Pokemon off the top of my head. And we're starting with the teeniest trick-or-treater you can imagine, Mimikyu. For those not in the know, this isn't Mimikyu. This is Mimikyu. This is just the costume Mimikyu wears to hide a face so terrifying people perish after seeing it. And since the last time we made Pikachu, I thought we'd give him a friend. A friend. Good thing I made Pikachu pretty chunky, cause otherwise it'd be hard to make anything detailed that's smaller than him. And since the base of Mimikyu seems to be pointed like a star, we're gonna start off with a star piece as well.
You're a star!
I'm gonna go throw up now. Now every Blender project starts with a cube that must be wait, it's not here. It's escaped. Anyways, we've got our star, and if you ask anyone who isn't an artist, they'll tell you that all you have to do is click 3 times, and you've got yourself a whole model. That's exactly how it works, don't even question it. Then we can send it to the UV printer. And after it prints, we can paint it. Hold on. Wait a minute.
You don't have a tail?
What are you talking about? Yes, I do. It's... what the... where's my tail?
Nobody look. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Haha, a tail. Just like Mimikyu has always had. And the physical version of Mimikyu turned out really well, all tails aside. And now Pikachu can have a fun playmate for the rest of his days. Ah, a candle. Candles are great for so many things. There are candles for light, candles for birthdays, romance, dispelling evil spirits, candles for keeping your family's magic alive, candles that tell people you've got no game. But a candle that sucks out your life force? Now that's a scary candle. But that's exactly what Litwick is. Put this Pokemon next to a guy, and after 3 to 5 business days, you'll find a corpse. Luckily, the design is pretty simple. Flame, wax, body. And look at that. Flame, wax, body. All you have to do is shove them together and you're golden. Probably need to slap a face on there as well. Where are the arms? Ah, they're in the exact same place they put Cogsworth's arms, Lumiere's hand candles, and your brain, my friend. Luckily, the Fez cone is the perfect size to fit in the head mold for the UV printer, letting us print a little face on there and finishing up our Flitwick. Easy and adorable.
My beloved, since your passing, I felt my heart and soul growing weaker and weaker. And what are you doing?
I guess I have to make the rest of the evolutions then. Lampent. This lantern can tell when people are gonna pass on, and instead of going gently into that good night, it sucks up your soul forever to power its lantern. Where have I heard that before?
But be sure to keep it lit, or your daughter's flame will go out.
Oh yeah. This little guy is incredibly simple to make, and the only unique part are 2 little eyes printed on his face. It makes a pretty good adaptation, and is still right in minifigure scale. 2 out of 3 complete, now we just need a... wait a second, I know a Heartless when I see one. Hold up.
Find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
Okay, obviously not. It really does look like a Heartless though. This guy, you touch its flame, and when you die, you're a ghost forever.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Also a bummer that its head is perfectly the pumpkin piece, but LEGO would never make it in transparent glittery blue with eye printing on it, and that makes me sad. So instead, I have to brick build the head, and now he's really big. He's about 6 feet tall without his flaming top due, but given these are supposed to be the average heights, I guess it's not too far out of the realm of possibility, and maybe I'll stick him in the Haunted Mansion to finally get that 1000th happy haunt. These three make a pretty good trio. All seem pretty well made, and honestly, I wouldn't mind making a set around them. But first, we must deal with the hole. Holes are scary. Bugs are scary. But what if there was a hole that was also a bug?
Sick freak.
Shedinja. Shedinja is if the ship of Theseus was about living things. The Ninkata evolves, molting away its old skeleton and continuing on. But just like the old rotted planks of the original Theseus still exist, so does the husk of the Ninkata, which becomes something else. An empty shell, a husk of nothingness. It doesn't move, doesn't breathe, doesn't think. And then there's the hole. When the ninjask emerges, it bursts through the back of the exoskeleton, leaving an empty void behind. And anyone who looks into it will lose their soul forever.
A long time. Look into my hole.
No thanks. Not when you phrase it like that. Honestly, I'm impressed with the fact that I was able to get 3 sets of wings in such a compact space. And this bug is going right between Silent Hill and Junji Ito for causing my fear of holes. Before we continue, I just wanted to say thank you to all my wonderful Patreon members who support me through all my strange endeavors, and allow me to make goofs like building most of the shedinja just slightly off camera. I'll make sure to put the Mimikyu model up for my cube hunters. You guys are all absolutely incredible. Thank you guys so much. Now let's get back to it. While these are the classic scary Pokemon, they're also a nightmare to make, for reasons we'll discover together. Ghastly. A literal circle covered in flames. Luckily, I've recently built a couple circles covered in flames with the Hobgoblin's pumpkin bombs. This is just a minifigure head, and this is a new flame hairpiece. Great callback to the original Spider-Man movies, by the way. Easy peasy, got the head, now I just need the... Uh-oh. Looks like we're gonna have to go back to another early Marvel film and grab the cage. This works, but not in the real world. Printing on modified heads is quite difficult, so instead we're gonna have to hop back into Blender and work all the way around to get the same exact effect as before. And then we can send this to the printer. And because the easy way doesn't exist, I'm using Elegoo's transparent resin, which is great. They come in transparent clear, red, blue, and green, but not purple. Wonderful. It did print nicely, and between you and me, the way it glows under the UV light, marvelous.
I just want to test it.
Then I can add a purple wash to it, and it's not good, but it's the best we got. As for the face, normal Lego animals have normal Lego eyes, and we shall follow suit. I get a lot of comments from people telling me to make the eyes match the show. And to that, there's 2 things to say. 1, you don't want a Lego figure then, you just want a figure. And 2, this is how we get abominations like this, or this.
You're hideous! Hideous!
Now that the face is complete, we have the utmost challenge of printing on a black minifigure head, which, unless you have super expensive pad printers, is almost impossible. Oof, not great. In fact, why don't we just slide this whole thing over a little bit farther, and good. Hey look, that looks so much better. Whew, glad we didn't waste a whole bunch of time doing anything else. Moving on. Haunter. Here's the deal. Purple used to be rare because you had to grind up a bunch of mollusks for it, but only special mollusks, purple mollusks. So only fancy people could have purple. Now it's the present and there's purple everywhere. But Lego said, make purple for only fancy people, and made purple have the fewest pieces. How do you make a Haunter without purple, you ask? You don't. Let's see. No purple, no purple, no purple, no purple. Nope, not in here. Not even regular purple cones. Cones! These claws would be perfect, but they're not in purple. There's no purple. I found these purple pieces. That's not enough. So I made this. It's not great, but they're real purple pieces that exist. And at least you can tell who it is. Gengar. He's purple too. That's great. Amazing. I actually made him. And he looks good. He's even the right scale. The only thing that's off is his one leg. You'll never guess why.
I ran out of purple.
Can you tell why I wasn't excited about these three? Anyways, moving on. Driftloon. Balloons have always been terrifying. I mean, what if they pop? And this balloon is extra terrifying because it just flies away with whoever is holding on to it into the unknown. And that's, well, honestly, if your balloon lifts you off the ground and you don't let go immediately, that's on you. I only have a mock-up for this one because, yeah, you guessed it. But it works. And finally, a Pokemon so terrifying, so evil, so silent. Mr. Mime. With a 3D sculpted headpiece and a custom torso. I didn't have matching legs, but overall, he's hideous. And perfect.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
You did it! You made it to the end of the video. You actually survived. Congratulations! Unless you just skipped till this part, then spoilers. As always, I've been Andrew. You've been watching the Scrapbox. Make sure to do all the YouTube things like, comment, subscribe. Have yourself a happy Halloween. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.